Peace, beauties. Welcome and welcome back to Here and There with Courtney. And of course, it's your girl, Courtney. So as you can tell, I have already begun the installation or the preparation for the installation of a new look. So yes, that is the look of stress, exhaustion, as well as shock on my face. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. But for starters, I will be installing the Vanilla 6-pack butterfly lock in 20 inches. This hair is super cute. It's not your traditional butterfly lock, but it is considered a butterfly lock. It just has more of a kinky, curly aesthetic that, you know what, you're going to see it in just a moment, and I absolutely love it. But let's get back into why I have this in super fast, what do you call it, time-lapse mode, as well as why I've already installed and I'm currently doing a voiceover. So, beauties. As you know, on the channel before, I have done the individual illusion method. I have done this using both braids as well as rubber bands. The first time I did this style or this method, I used rubber bands, and I felt like the rubber bands were just too tight, and I was very nervous about it breaking my hair. And I said, you know what, I'm going to try this again. And when I try it again, I'm going to use the elastic rubber bands that are plastic, that are damage-free, and that are kink-free. That is what I actually have installed here. However, as you can see, I'm taking those out. And why? Literally, when I'd gotten into the very last, I was at the very last part, the very last section, the very last ponytail space that I was creating to be crocheted. All of a sudden, my hair was like a landmine where the elastic bands literally started to pop everywhere. And I really don't have an explanation as to why that happens. As you can see, my hands, my hair is very oily. So I don't know if the oil created some sort of traction. Yes, I needed to rest my arms because, as you can tell, I did the rubber band method first, and now I'm actually undoing the rubber band method and installing the braids. So, as I was stating, I don't know what caused the elastic bands to pop. I don't know if it was a matter of the oil or if it was a matter of, when you're actually installing the rubber band or the elastic band, the hair is somewhat flattened. I'm using jam, so it also helps to flatten the hair. But then after a while, the hair might expand, and that expansion might have popped the rubber band or elastic band. I can't really call it. I'm not 100% sure. But at this point, I'm over it. And it is very unlikely that I will be using the elastic bands again unless I can figure out a way to ensure that they will not pop after installation, because I literally got to the very last section and they all began to pop. Lucky for me, due to the fact that the sections were still in place, it didn't take much time, as you can see, for me to just go ahead and grab the hair and braid the hair. And that is exactly what is happening right now. And as you can see, we're pretty much down to the last row. So I'm pretty much excited about that. Okay, and from the last row, we are now going ahead and we're going to start doing the cornrows. And as you can see, I am so tired. I'm not even using any mirrors. I'm feeling my way through the actual cornrows. And also, FYI, I do have 4 braids in the back at the nape of my neck from the left to the right. When I say braids, I mean individual box braids, in which I'm going to add to the cornrows as I, braid backward, just to kind of also create the individual illusion look in the back for times that I want to wear this hair up. Oh my goodness, to God be the glory, because this was such a taxing experience just because of the rubber bands breaking. So we just finished the last braid, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a view of the back, and it looks exactly how I expected, not having used any mirrors. But we're not going to be seeing too much of that, as I am about to crochet this hair in. As you can see, the hair is this is considered a butterfly lock, okay, from this particular store. The store is known as Vanilla. I actually like this look. I actually got quite a few compliments when I wore this look out. It is a very different butterfly lock, and actually I tend to like to use different styles of a trending hair. I know that the trending hair is, you know, the most popular, but I always like to give it a little bit of flair, try something a little bit different. And as you can see, this hair is no different. This hair is extremely fluttery. If it is considered a butterfly lock, I would say that it is a flutter butterfly lock. Like, this butterfly lock is just learned to fly, and she can't stop flapping her wings, and she's just on her way. She's headed out. She's like, you know, coronavirus is not about to stop me. You know, the world is open. You know, we out. Let's go. You know, I live in New York City. I don't know. Our government might decide to put things back on lockdown, so you never know. But for the most part, this hair is ready to fly. And also, as you can see, this hair is fairly thick, which is why I chose to not really do small sections for this look. However, I'm just making excuses, because the reality is that my sections are a little big. And in the front right there, the left side is clearly looking bigger. I mean, smaller rather than the right. But it's all good. You're not even going to really see the section sizes or portions, as much as you're just going to see the illusion of a part, and that is what's most important here. So I also wanted to just share a quick voiceover and walkthrough of how I'm actually installing the faux lock, unless, you know, in the event that it is not that obvious. So as you can tell, of course, since it's already crocheted, it just makes much more sense to pull the end through the loop as opposed to doing it any other way. So I am very much using the crochet needle to actually crochet in the pre-loop section, but after I do that, I pretty much just use my hands to open the crochet loop a little wider and pull the ends of the hair through. And as you can see, we are almost to the finish line. The front has been completely crocheted, and now we're just gonna go ahead and move towards the back, which I'm hoping, you know, will be just another 15 to 20 minutes.